Right, here we go. So let's carry on with the Matic chart. So yeah, yesterday was pretty good for Matic, despite how bad it was for Bitcoin. We found a nice significant bounce on the Satoshi chart here. So we bounced at 120. That seemed to be a nice bottom for us. We peaked at around our tallest wick was about 188. So big gains, actually, very big gains. But what we really need to do is to break out of this trend. So I can see that obviously we're still obviously in a downward trend. There's no question about it. We need to break out of this one here. We need to really push ourselves up and away above. Well, I guess it's a bare minimum is going to have to be 190 satoshis. Ideally, we want to be getting above and beyond 200 satoshis. That would break this trend that we're on, and hopefully begin to show us something meaningful. So we're on the hourly chart here, but let's have a little look at different time frames. 4 hourly, downwards trend still holding strong underneath the 200 EMA, but above other moving averages. And let's have a look at there. 12 hour generally under all moving averages, apart from the 7-day close, which we've bounced above. We're having rejections, relatively strong rejections here, the closer we get to this trend line. So the likelihood is we're going to consolidate a little over the period of today, and I'm hoping for a bounce around 160 satoshis. Ideally, that's where we will bounce from. Let's have a look on the daily chart. So the daily chart, obviously, we made a nice strong wick, and we're beginning to make a new high. As of today, we really need to break above this trend line though. That's the most important thing I can say. That if we break out of this trend line, then we broke the trend, we can start to make a new trend. But our trend so far is clearly downwards, despite the move that we made yesterday. However, the move we did make yesterday, it was pretty positive. It showed that we got a strong rejection on this 120 Satoshi level. The strongest rejection we've seen since the 2 cent mark, actually. So yeah, hopefully that's our new bottom. So here we are on the hourly. A lot messier to look at, actually, on the hourly with the Celr chart. Here was our rejection here. That was the 120 satoshis. Our significant bounce back up, pushing us up and away above the 2 cent mark, almost 2.15 cent we got to, but we couldn't take the strain. This 200 EMA just pushing us down like a magnet, because its downward trend still suggests that the trend is downwards. However, we're starting to see a little change in it now, a little bend in that. If we can see this bend up a little more, it would be beneficial to us. And if we can at least hold it together and stay above 2 cent, or try and reach for 2.1 cent, then our trend should reverse. So on the 4 hourly, surprisingly the 200 EMA has been moving up since our attempt to break away from this parabolic drop that we had. Slight curvature down here, which is understandable considering the sell-off. Leveling out now though, so hopefully that will move up and start to peak up. And to be honest with you, if we can just carry on doing as we're doing here, then really it should move up. And let's have a quick look at the daily. Obviously there is no 200 EMA on the daily, but yeah, I mean it looks like it wants to make a recovery, but I can't stress how important it is to break out of this trend line. Once we've broken out the trend line, then hopefully everything should be okay. We begin a new trend. Bitcoin it's likely, in my book, it's likely to continue to go down now over the next few days, weeks. We're going to see peaks and troughs with it, but I think it's 10,000 value is on the cards, and probably maybe even a little lower over time. If that continues to fall and Matic can hold itself up straight, then what we'll be looking at then at that point is going to be is increasing its Satoshi level, which should in turn create a stronger value in its tether pairing. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. I'll update you later on this afternoon, maybe this evening, once we've had a bit more action throughout the day. I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy, and thanks for watching.